The door is open on the bottom, and there is stuff just pouring out of there. Someone should secure this Amnesty box. It's just open, and there's stuff dumping out. Wait a minute, what the hell is that? Ooh, fragmentation grenades.
Come on, really?
Flashbang grenades? That's fun. A bunch of H&K magazines for AR-15s. Porno mags!
Okay, I was gonna ask this. It sounds like this Amnesty box is a mix of ordnance and contraband.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hello, welcome back, my friends. If you're new here, I am Lance B. If you're returning, welcome back. Tech Fortress, go really? Thank you for doing your job. That's a hell of an intro. Today we are doing another Campfire Stories by Mike Burnfire and Zach Hazard, and this one's entitled Amnesty Box / Good Steak. I chose this because I'm kind of hungry for a good steak. Give me a good ribeye, medium rare, with a baked potato, with some butter, some sour cream, and a light kosher salt and black pepper. Oh my God, I could eat that for the rest of my life. I might die at 55 or 50, but at least I'll be happy. So this is the reason why I picked this one, because I'm a little hungry. So I'm very curious how this is going to go. So, of course, I'll leave the link down for Mike Burnfire down below, so you can check out their channel. They have a huge archive. And of course, come back to my channel, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification, let you know when there's new videos coming up. Leave a comment. It's always good to have a nice interaction with y'all. And of course, hit that like, because both of those together, that's great for the algorithm. Let me tell you something. We want to build this channel to 1,000 and more so, but we're working on it, baby. And thank you for all my new subscribers. I thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you. Really, I'm so shocked on how we're almost up to 300 subscribers on this channel already. So quickly, within just like a couple months, I think I just built up this channel from 5. I've had this channel for a while. Let's just be honest. I had this channel for a while. It was stagnant for probably almost a year with like 5 subscribers. And finally, I was like, I want to do something on this channel, but I have issues with my setup with the gaming. But I was like, how can I relate gaming until I saw Mike Burnfire and Zach Hazard's videos? I was like, this is it. This is exactly, it's like the perfect thing. It's all based around a video game. They just talk around a video game setting. I'm like, that's still gaming. And I still get to love what I do. It's reacting. So I thought this was a marriage made in hell. I mean, made in heaven. So thank you again. And of course, check out my Twitter. I do have Twitter. And it's so toxic, but I do have Twitter and also have Instagram. And Instagram is a great place to see if you'll. I always throw up my thumbnails there first while I'm editing my videos, so you'll know what I'm uploading for which channel. I do have 2 channels. I have Lance B Reacting, and this is my secondary channel, Lance B Gaming. So either one, you'll see my thumbnails for either channel, what I'm doing for the day. Sometimes I'll do both channels. Sometimes I'll just one of each. Depends on how much work I got done for that day, honestly. But without further ado, you're here to watch Campfire Stories. Here we go.
Counseling. Hey, all you little fucking nerds watching online.
We like to fuck in the ass.
X-rated! Woo! Yeah, come on, baby.
Did I ever tell you about the time I actually took stuff out of the Amnesty box?
The lost and found box, you mean?
Oh, well, you never deployed, so I guess you wouldn't have an Amnesty box.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So when I was in Iraq, they had these big boxes like scattered around base, and it was kind of like a big red plywood box that looks kind of like a mailbox, right?
What is the Amnesty box for?
You're supposed to put things in there that you're not supposed to have. Like if you have ammunition that's unaccounted for, or porno magazines.
So
or
Porno
it's a box to
or
put
drugs.
things in without getting in trouble.
yeah, it basically
For having things you shouldn't be having.
yeah, exactly. If you put stuff in there, no one's gonna ask questions. Nobody's gonna look into it. They're just gonna take it and they'll dispose of it properly.
In other words, you're granted amnesty for having these things.
Yeah. One day I'm walking back from the dining facility and I walk past the Amnesty box that I always walk past, and I can't help but notice that the door on the bottom of the Amnesty box is open.
There's a door on the bottom of the box?
Yeah, well, there's a little door on the bottom, just like an actual mailbox. There's a door for it so that the appropriate people can show up and take everything out of the Amnesty box, so it doesn't just completely fill up.
Okay.
The door is open on the bottom, and there is stuff just pouring out of there. Someone should secure this Amnesty box. It's just open, and there's stuff dumping out. Wait a minute, what the hell is that? Ooh, fragmentation grenades.
Come on, really?
Flashbang grenades, that's fun. A bunch of H&K magazines for AR-15s. Porno mags!
Okay, I was gonna ask this. It sounds like this amnesty box is a mix of ordnance and contraband.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm just digging through it, and I'm like, oh, there's a bunch of alcohol in here. I don't care about that, because I don't really drink. A bunch of weed. I don't care about that either. What is this, opium? Nah, get rid of it. Put that back.
I was just kidding about the drugs. They have weed in there. They got the devil's lettuce in there. Oh, I might have to take some of that for myself and smoke behind the barracks or something, because after a long hard day, I think that'd be really nice to have. Opium would be nice too. That'd be interesting.
So I'm just digging through it, and I'm like, oh, there's a bunch of alcohol in here. I don't care about that, because I don't really drink. A bunch of weed. I don't care about that either. What is this, opium? Nah, get rid of it. Put that back in the amnesty box.
What am I, China? What do I need opium for?
I grabbed a cardboard box that was sitting next to the amnesty box and just started loading it up with stuff.
Okay.
I'm walking back to where I work with a cardboard box filled with fragmentation grenades and flashbangs and a bunch of
You're not allowed to do that!
H&K AR-15 mags.
That's not for you, Zach.
Bunch of porno mags.
Your mother would be disappointed,
I'm
Zachary.
super happy with myself that I found all this stuff. I'm just like,
Yeah,
yay!
you found all this stuff in a box where stuff was supposed to be that you're not supposed to take.
Well, as I'm walking back, my squad leader comes walking up to me and he sees me carrying this box filled with things that I'm not supposed to have.
Yeah.
And he comes running up to me. He's like, where did you get that? And I said, oh, the amnesty box was open. So I took it. He goes, go put that back in the amnesty box. Looks into the box, grabs the porno mag out of it. Go put that back in the amnesty box.
Hey, those are my boobs, bullets and bombs.
Anyway, I put everything back in the amnesty box. I didn't keep any of it.
You delivered a porno magazine.
I delivered a porno mag. Actually, that's not entirely true. I did keep all of the H&K M16 mags that I found, because those are worth a lot.
Did you have an M16? You had an M16 then.
I had an M4. Same thing.
It fits there, yeah.
Yeah, they're magazines that worked in my rifle, so I just kept them.
You didn't get in trouble for stealing stuff.
Nobody knew.
Except your squad leader.
Except my squad leader, and anybody that was like, why was Hazard at the amnesty box? I was dropping stuff off the amnesty box I wasn't supposed to have.
Yeah, okay.
So there we go. Problem solved.
Why did you have 17 porno magazines and 8,000 ammunitions?
I did keep one of the flashbangs.
The one you hollowed out and brought home?
That was a different flashbang.
Oh, yeah. So we all have so many.
Well, no, I didn't actually get to bring the flashbang home with me. I was super annoyed about that. And it was a flashbang that had already gone off. It was completely inert.
Damn it, I wanted to breach and clear my neighbor.
It was completely inert. There was nothing I could have done with it. And they were like, nope, you can't bring this home with you. Why? Because it's got explosive residue on it. I've been in Iraq for 15 months. I'm made of explosive residue. I am just explosive residue at this point, you jackass.
I have to be careful when I sneeze that I'm not a grain storage facility, because there's gonna be explosions.
I will just explode. Yeah, they wouldn't let me bring that home. They wouldn't let me bring the tail of the mortar that almost killed me.
Fond memories, gotta keep that.
I thought it was really cool. I used it as a paperweight.
Let me bring my paperweight home. No, that's a bomb. You can't bring that.
It's not a bomb. It's a chunk of metal that's banana peeled outwards. It's got explosive residue on it. Again! I am made of explosive residue.
I'm 40% explosive residue.
Yeah, I was not happy they wouldn't let me keep those things. I had a bunch of cool stuff they wouldn't let me keep.
Yeah, no kidding.
Disappointed about it.
What did they let you keep? Well, what did you keep that they didn't know about?
It may or may not have violated international law. I'm not going to say I did it. I'm also not going to say I didn't do it.
All right, then let's move on.
I don't think I should talk about this anymore.
No, please, I'm curious. Tell me about all of the drugs you smuggled home.
Oh, they weren't drugs.
Please, narrow it down. What were they?
Oh, shit. No, they weren't drugs. They weren't. I mean, they definitely were, but weren't drugs.
Animal, mineral, or vegetable?
Was
it bigger than a bread box?
Senator, I can neither confirm nor deny the allegations that
Okay. We'll leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that one.
Yeah.
I love the fact that his commander took a porno bag. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Okay. We'll leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that one.
Yeah. I've told you before how I never used to eat chocolate.
Yeah.
And then they tantalized it in front of me in boot camp.
Mm-hmm.
And then I binged on it for a week. And I loved it.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And I binged so hard that I was set for life. I don't want chocolate ever again.
Don't like chocolate at all.
No chocolate, please.
Oh, that's a shame.
I thought for years that I hated steak.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, I thought for the longest time when I was growing up that I didn't like steak.
Because they undercooked it and served it to you medium raw. And you found out you liked it well done.
No, opposite.
Okay.
What's wrong with you? You like things just burnt to a crisp. You just want a lump of carbon for dinner.
I like my steak to crunch like a cracker.
Ew.
Oh, that's horrifying. Unless it's blackened, in which case that's great.
I like it seared.
Yeah, I thought I hated steak for years because anytime I had steak up until that point, my dad thought he was really good at cooking steak.
Okay.
He wouldn't season it. He wouldn't let it rest or anything. He would just throw it on the grill and cook it until it was brown all the way through, and then serve it.
Dad, why is there mayonnaise on the steak?
Extra flavor. And he would get really mad if I would try to put steak sauce on it.
It's like it take a personal insult to it.
Yeah, like he hadn't prepared it properly and I was insulting him. So I thought I hated steak for years. It was like, I hate steak. I won't eat it. It's always tough and it takes a million years to chew through it.
Oh, that's a
It's
shame.
just disgusting and I won't eat it ever again. And then I was somewhere and basically the only option was to get steak. And they went, well, how would you like the steak served? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know anything. This is when I'm like 20. I'm like 20-something. Like, how would you like the steak served? I don't know. I don't know anything about steak. And one of my friends who was there, thank God, was like, no, get it rare.
Get it rare?
Sure, rare. I don't care.
That's undercooked. I don't know.
They brought the steak out to me. I'm like, oh, it's super bloody. And my only knowledge of meat until that point, because I had never really cooked for myself, I'd made macaroni and cheese. I must kill the governor. No, ooh, I can't say that one now.
Yeah.
I'd only ever made
yeah, all right, yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's topical.
Yeah, after that whole thing with Michigan.
Yeah, thanks, terrorists.
Yikes. Yeah, that joke is dead now. I can never do that joke again.
Better that joke than the governor.
Hey! My only knowledge of meat up until that point had been ground beef, which generally you don't want to serve ground beef still pink in the middle.
Who doused my steak in animal blood?
What did it?
My steak comes from a cow.
Steak comes from cows?
My dad always made it from tofu.
Ew.
Tofu steak. It's actually not bad. Unrelated, the fake meat market has gotten so much better since I was a kid. There is some fake meat that's way good. Anyway, sorry.
Bit of a tangent.
They brought the steak out to me. Fine, I'll try it. I took one bite out of it, and it was just like the heavens opened, and it was sunshine and rainbows. It was the most delicious thing I think I had ever eaten. I used to hate steak, but it just turns out that no one in my family knew how to cook steak. It doesn't matter how good the cut of meat is. If you throw it on a grill and blast the ever-loving fuck out of it like you're trying to clear out a pillbox with a flamethrower in World War II, it doesn't taste good. It tastes like charred meat.
Yeah.
Go figure. You can season the steak.
You can saute it.
And then you can let it rest for several minutes after you've cooked it, and it allows the flavor to really get into it. The fat on the steak has some really great flavor in it. Meat tastes good.
It does, yeah. I will not deny that to anybody. Meat tastes delicious.
Yes.
From that point on, I was just like, okay, I love steak now. I legitimately thought that steak was terrible. Until one day when I had steak that was actually good, and it blew my frickin' mind.
Yeah. I don't eat it very much anymore, but when I do, it's a special treat.
Oh, man. Oh, God, now I want a steak.
I know you do. That's what happens when you talk about food. Let's talk about foods you should be eating instead. Carrots are delicious.
Carrots are pretty good, actually. Carrots are quite sweet. You ever had jicama?
I don't even know what that is.
Jicama is a tuber, and it's got like a waxy exterior to it.
Oh, okay.
It's as crisp as a carrot is, but it's like the same color, and it's sweet, like a sweet potato.
I was unaware.
Yeah, they're really good. I had jicama for the first time a while ago, and I was like, dang, I could eat these like all the time, but it is kind of a pain to like cut them and peel them. You can't really use like a vegetable peeler because that exterior coating is very waxy and thick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe I'll try that someday.
You should try jicama. They're pretty good.
I'm open to new
It's
experiences.
spelled weird though. And I think there's one of those little whoopsie doodles on the top of one of the letters.
Whoopsie doodles.
Yeah, I don't know what they're called. Umlaut? No, that's German and also for metal bands where you use it when it's not appropriate to use it. But it doesn't matter because you got to make your metal band. Like in Motorhead.
Yeah. Well, class, this is called a tilde. I just call it a wavy thing.
I call it a whoopsie doodle.
Jesus. Yeah, you got to have someone knows how to cook a steak. I don't understand when people have it well done. I know quite a few people that love it, only eat steak that's well done. Because they go, I don't want the blood and all that stuff. I'm like, then don't even eat. It's not even worth eating the steak at that point. Especially if you don't season the bloody thing. Come on, use a steak seasoning, a kosher salt. It's always very nice. Oh, but yeah, medium rare ribeye. Oh my God. I'll become such a carnivore. I'm like, I went on a date one time. I remember I ordered steak. I picked up the steak and started eating it with my fingers. That was the last time I've ever eaten. I'm sure they thought I was raised by wolves because the look on their face was like, you're not going to use a knife and fork for that? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm out in public. I'm not just in my house right now. I got to act like I'm civilized. Oh, but the steak was so good though. What was that place I went to? It wasn't Chili's because everything just has such a weird aftertaste at Chili's anymore. And they're trying to cut. I think they even got rid of steak at this point. What the hell do they have? It's supposed to be a burger joint now at Chili's. But anyway, I forget where it was. But their steak was so good though. And they had truffle butter. Oh my God! They put truffle butter on the steak and let it. Oh my God! It was like an orgasm. Oh my God, that stuff. I never even heard of truffle butter. And now, oh my God. That was in Miami. Oh my God. But anyway, the Amnesty box was pretty cool because I had no idea what the hell that was. And that's where they put all that like paraphernalia and any contraband and grenades. They have grenades in there and a bunch of ammo and porno mags. Oh my God. And drugs. Wow. I'm surprised they just didn't do the drugs and just like learn something new every day with these guys. I tell you, that's why I enjoy watching their videos. I hope you guys enjoyed this too. This was really fun. Let me know down in the comments what you thought about this and what you thought about the Amnesty box. If you were if you served, did you have any experience? Like, did they have the Amnesty box where you were at? I I'm very curious because I didn't know they had such a thing like it. And what do you think about steak? Let's talk about food. Let's talk about steak. A good steak. And don't say skirt steak either. That. Now you want to talk about eating like I'd rather eat the leather off my shoe over here than eat a skirt steak. My aunt used to call that as this is steak. I'm like, no, heifer. This is not what you call it. My dad knew how to cook a steak. Steak and baked potato was we had that every Sunday. No. Yeah. Saturday was spaghetti night, and then Sunday was steak and baked potato night. Growing up for me, so I probably have 3 more years to live with all the cholesterol for all those years. But you know what? It was worth every bite. It's worth it. It's so worth. But yeah, skirt steak. I was like, bitch, please. So anyway, thank you so much for stopping by and want to watch this with me. I got some more videos coming up. I have some more campfire stories I have written down that people have suggested. I probably have a new episode of the Fallout 4 coming out. I know some people were interested in seeing maybe they're doing like the Dead Space playthrough right now. I don't have too many pots on the stove. I like to try to finish one series, like the Fallout 4 series, but they have like 50, 60 videos for the Fallout 4. I don't know. And then someone mentioned Gopher's doing the new Fallout, doing a Fallout 3 with mods playthrough right now. And I like Gopher. And someone also mentioned Russian Badger for Fallout New Vegas video. So I got that in the thinking about doing that video too. So leave in the comments down below if any of those ideas sound kosher to you, and let me know. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and bye.